Hello students, welcome to maths lecture. Today we are going to start our new lesson number 13, three-dimensional objects and nets. Now what are three-dimensional objects? Three-dimensional objects means the objects whose length, width and height or thickness can be seen, felt or measured. Okay? Objects whose length, width that is breadth and height that is thickness can be seen, felt or measured. Such objects are called as three-dimensional objects. Now in our surrounding there are various types of three-dimensional objects. Few of them are books, table, glass and etc. Okay, so books, table, glass are the three examples of three-dimensional objects. Okay, so from the given pictures you can see that we can see, we can feel and we can measure the height, length and width of all these objects. Okay, so these are the three main examples of three-dimensional objects. Okay, so three-dimensional objects are also called as 3D objects. Now next is two-dimensional objects. Objects which have only length and breadth and no thickness or negligible thickness. Such objects are called as two-dimensional objects. Okay, objects which have only length and breadth and no height are called as two-dimensional objects. So two-dimensional objects are also called as 2D objects. Okay, basically two-dimensional objects are the flat objects, okay, having only length and breadth and not having height. Okay, so examples of two-dimensional objects are sheets of papers, then pictures on the paper and shadows. Okay, so sheets of papers, okay, are the flat surface. Okay, they have flat surface. Okay, they don't have any height. Okay, so it is an example of two-dimensional object. Then pictures on the paper, or you see photographs. Okay, photographs are also the examples of two-dimensional objects. Then shadow. Okay, when we stand, our shadow falls on the another side. Okay, so shadow is also the example of two-dimensional objects. Okay, so basically objects are three-dimensional, but their pictures on the paper are two-dimensional. Okay, that is why some pictures seem flat, but some pictures are drawn in such a way that we can sense the depth or thickness of the objects. Okay, some pictures are drawn in such a way that we can measure, or we can sense the depth, how deep it is, or we can measure, we can sense the thickness, that is the height of the objects. Okay, so this is what we are going to see in our next slide. See, I have shown here one chart. Okay, see it very carefully. See, this chart shows that how three-dimensional objects appear when seen from the front, from the side and from above. Okay, they have shown you the two objects. The first is elephant. Okay, see, you can see this elephant, you can view this elephant from three positions. Okay, they have given you the surface of this elephant from three sides, that is from front, from the one side and from above. See how it looks. Okay, then the next example is cupboard. Okay, now in the first image it shows you the front view of this cupboard. Then in the second image it shows you the side view of this cupboard, and in the last image it shows you the position the surface of this cupboard from above. Okay, so here when you look from the above, from the side angle and from the front angle, you can see the three different surfaces of these objects. Okay, understood? So in this way we are going to study the three-dimensional objects. Okay, now let us come to our problem set 51. Question number 1. The first column shows a structure made of blocks. The other column show different views of the structure in 2 dimensions. Say whether each view is from the front, from a side, or from above. Okay, so in this question they have given you the structure of blocks. Okay, and in the other column they have shown you the views of the structure in 2 dimension. Okay, that is 2D structure of this blocks. Okay, we have to write that whether each view is from front, from side, or from above. So let us come to the solution. Now see the first figure. Okay, the first block formation, they have shown you the 3 blocks. Okay, so its solution is the first column shows you the view from the front. Okay, then in the second column you can see the view of this block formation from a side, and the third image shows you the view of the block formations from above. Okay, then come to the second figure. The second figure, they have shown you the 4 blocks. Okay, now in the first column of view of formations they have shown you the 3 blocks. Okay, so these 3 blocks, we can view these 3 blocks from the above. Okay, then from a side we can view 2 blocks, and from the front you can view all the 4 blocks. Okay, come to the third figure. See, now here they have shown you the 4 blocks. Okay, so from a side, see, first image of view of formation, they have shown you 3 blocks. So we can view these 3 blocks, we can see these 3 blocks from a side. Okay, then in second figure also they have shown you the 3 blocks. Okay, so these 3 blocks we can see from the front. Okay, and the last they have shown you 4 blocks, so we can see these 4 blocks from above. Okay, understood? So in this way you have to solve this question. Okay, I hope you will solve it. Come to question number 2. Draw 3 pictures of each of these 3-dimensional objects: a table, a chair, and a water bottle, as viewed from the front, from a side, and from above. Okay, so in this question we have to draw a table, a chair, and a water bottle, and also we have to draw the 2D structure of this given 3D objects. Okay, let's see the solution. See, the first object is table. So from a side it will look like this as shown in the first column. Then from second column we can see that it looks like this from front. Okay, and in the third column they have shown you the flat surface. That is, it will look like this. It will look flat from above. Okay. Then the next is chair. From a side, it will look like this as shown in the first column. Then from front, it will look like this as they have shown in second column. And from above, it will look like this as shown in the third column. Then the last object is water bottle. Okay. So from the front, it will look like this as it is shown in first column. From above, it will look like this, means you will see just the top surface of this water bottle. Okay, and from a side, it will look like shown in the third column. Okay, understood. So in this way we have completed our problem set of this chapter, that is problem set 51. Okay, now the next topic is nets. Now what are nets? So the two-dimensional shape from which a three-dimensional object can be made by folding is called the net of that object. Okay, so net means any two-dimensional shape which is used to make a three-dimensional object by folding all the sides of it. Okay, it is called as the net of that object. So see, here they have given you the two diagrams. Let us see first diagram. See, now here in this first diagram, 6 boxes are shown. Okay, so this is a net of 6 boxes. Okay, if we join all the edges of these 6 boxes, you will get a 3D object box. Okay, as shown in the first diagram. Okay, so this object made from the net of 6 boxes is called as cube. Okay, now have a look on second example, that is second diagram. See, now here they have shown you the net of 4 rectangles and 2 squares. Okay, so here we will get the 3D object as cuboid. Okay, understood? See, now they have given you the net of 4 rectangles and 2 squares. If we join the net, this given structure of 4 rectangles and 2 squares, then you will get a 3D box which is named as cuboid. Okay, so the difference between the two diagrams are, in the first diagram, they have shown you the net of 6 boxes. Okay, all the 6 boxes are square. Okay, so you will get the cube. But in the second example, they have shown you the net of 4 rectangles and 2 squares. Okay, so it is called as cuboid. Understood? So nets means the two-dimensional shape from which a three-dimensional object can be made by folding is called as net. Okay, and last but not the least, 5 square net. Okay, that is Pentomino. A net with an arrangement of 5 squares is called a 5 square net or Pentomino. See, here in this figure, they have shown you a structure, a net of 5 squares. Okay, so if we join these 5 squares, you will get a 3D object, a box. Okay, but this box will be open box. Okay, but why? Because it have only 5 square. Okay, so that is why it is called as 5 square net or pentomino. Okay, by joining this structure of 5 square net, you will get an open box. Okay, so net with an arrangement of 5 squares is called as 5 square net or pentomino. So I hope you all might have understood this lesson. This lesson is very easy and simple. So in this way we have completed our lesson number 13. Practice this lesson in your notebook. Okay, in the next lecture we will start our next lesson. Okay, so till that, thank you.